Hey everybody, got a lot of things in the mail. I don't usually get a lot of things in the mail, but what's up everybody? I got a lot of books in the mail. I don't usually get this many books in the mail, but today this many books came in the mail. So the vibe is we open them all and that's a mail haul. Got a yellow floppy, a medium thickness cardboard one, and then a brown cardboard one. And we're gonna start with this brown cardboard one. I'm just gonna cut into it with scissors and hope that I'm not cutting anything inside the box by cutting it with scissors this way. I'm going to open up the box, all the flaps, and look at this, we have something covered in paper. Oh my gosh, it's loosely covered in paper. The paper just kind of goes away. And each of the books is individually wrapped in paper too, and there's a bookmark. Book dealer and reviews, the book rapport. That's where this comes from. There are stickers for book rapport. There's one with like a UFO mushroom and then a spaceship. All of this trash can go away. So here we have the paper thing. Let's see what's inside this paper. Taping the paper together. And now we're opening the paper. We're gonna see what's under the paper.
And I'm gonna get past that just now. And I'm gonna open up, and oh my goodness, it seems like
I have been given another bounty of Ashbery books. Let's see, this was packaged so beautifully. Look at this bag. It's like a, what do you call this? Like a cellophane wrapper. Here is a copy of 3 books, a book that I love very much. I already have one copy of it, but with books like this that you read all the time, you can always stand to have another working copy. This is very interesting that it has this kind of a Penguin original sticker on it. Isn't that something? That is something they used to say to advertise it, I suppose. I mean, I always thought like every book published by something was supposed to be an original of that. But I guess that's not always the case. Now we have these other books. These were the real draw. I have always wanted this Echo reprint of Some Trees. This feels great, y'all. This feels really good. The spine is rather brittle, but you can open it and read it, probably due to the kind of width of the paperback, without having to crack that. Now, you know we're going to be reading Canzone in this. We're going to be reading instruction manual. We're going to be going to town on this Some Trees. But here is the real kicker. The Tennis Court Oath, poems by Koch and Ashbery, in this Wesleyan reprint. I have never before seen this. I've been an Ashbery collector for darn near 10 years now, and this is the first time I've ever seen this geometric design and this paperback offering from Wesleyan. It looks like what they did with the insides, just sort of a facsimile. This is what it usually looks like when you get a standalone of the Tennis Court Oath. You got the sans serifs up in the corner, and you got that kind of Times kind of font down there. This is what was in the first box. Typical standard fare for someone as fanatic about Koch and Ashbery as I have been. So now I'm gonna go look at this white cardboard one. This white cardboard one also needs a little bit of help opening it. So
Mama do, and she would use to stick the scissors like this. And I'm just gonna
be doing some scissors here and some scissors. And we have another cellophane wrapper. Look at this. Another cellophane wrapper. Kenneth Koch, who wrote Wishes, Dreams, and Wishes, Lies, and Dreams, that book about teaching children how to write poetry. Now, I have become more and more of a fan of Kenneth Koch over the years, the more I've agreed with what he stands for in terms of poetry pedagogy. More about that I cannot say because more thoughts about that I have not formed. But here we have On the Edge, poems by Kenneth Koch. I used to always see a copy of this for sale at McKay's in Knoxville. It was always very expensive. This was a good deal for all of these books. These are all Kenneth Koch books that I think came from Samuel Delany's personal library. You know, the science fiction writer Samuel Delany. Basically, there's this, where I got these from, has been going through Samuel Delany's books and kind of giving people the option to purchase things from his library. I'm pretty sure these came from Samuel Delany's Public Library. We can confirm this really quick. Hold on, let's stop. I have just confirmed that it is so. These 3 books came from Samuel Delaney's personal library, though they are unmarked. Many other books that are part of this kind of offering from Hiding Place Books, that's been kind of serialized on Hiding Place Books' Instagram, are marked like Samuel R. Delaney, like the date he wrote them, and some of them are even inscribed. Like, for instance, the copy of Susan Sontag's The Benefactor, which somebody luckily came up on in an Avon printing. It was really nice. But yeah, I've always wanted Thank You and Other Poems. This is an early book of his. I think this is the one that made me be like, I need this. And then these other books I know much less about, but I'm still very excited to get into them. And they'll go on this stack of many New York School Poets books that's over here. And then we'll move on to the yellow flappy one. Got it started, and now I'm just gonna tear open this bubble mailer. Yeah. And it looks like in there was this beautiful copy of An Episode in the Life of a Landscape Painter by Cesar Ira. This is part of that Penguin Archives series, where they're reissuing old books in these kind of weird covers that are like referential to past Penguin editions, or are just weird kind of brutal or minimalist new designs for the books. This, I think, is like a new design. This is saying that this has been a Penguin since 2013. Maybe in England, where this is from, note the £5.99 price on the back, but not here in America, of course. I haven't seen any Cesar Ira Penguin editions. It's been all New Directions all the time, but they've got a different deal over in the UK. I love this book. Everybody knows I love this book. I just recently reread it, and when I was idly trawling eBay and I was looking for something to do, I saw this and I had to get it. And so here we are. A massive haul from the mail, lots of different finds. Total price on all this stuff, roughly, unfortunately, I gotta say $60. I think that's about the total price of all this altogether. But the reason I got such a great price is that I was trawling, I was looking here and there, I was making offers on stuff. I always am looking for books that I don't need to own and making myself own them, and this is the latest installment. Happy reading, everybody.